Hey Trey, it's Viola. How you doing? I just wanted to quickly go through your website here, go through a couple of your competitors, and then just talk about a couple of things I can help you with, right? So let's see. For starters, I'm gonna suggest. Okay, first off, I like that you have your site up and how straight to the point it is, right? Phone number is there everywhere where it is. It's clickable, which is good because 99% of the people that you are going to land on your website will be using your mobile phone. So you want to be able to make it it's good to have it easy for them to be able to access it. I'm going to suggest that these photos be saved differently instead of like this. I'll explain why in just a second. All right, then we got the photo gallery and more photos. And that's it. Okay, so Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage. And that's for two reasons because they're crawling, Google has crawlers, right? And they're crawling the content because they're trying to figure out what areas you serve and what services you offer. So the more content that you have on here, the more you're going to look like an expert in their eyes. And in addition to that, you want to beat out your competitors. So if you have in this content the 15, like for example, if your competitor has 1,000 words on their homepage, you want to get at least 1,500 on your homepage, right? And in that content, you want to have specific keywords that people are looking for. So for example, if let's say right here you had roofing Atlanta or roof repair Atlanta, Georgia, right? And you have that on here a bunch of times, Google is going to be willing to put you higher up in the search results for more people to be able to find you. So for example, when somebody does go to Google and they're typing in roof repair alpharetta, the first thing you see are your Google guaranteed ads, obviously, right? Which is great. That's paid for. And then you have the Google AdWords, which are now listed below the Google guaranteed ads. But then you have this section right here, and this is the Google business profile that we spoke about earlier. But the thing is that these top three companies are getting the bulk of the leads for this particular search when it comes to the Google business profile. And the strategy to win here is to find out exactly how many citations, and all a citation is simply your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories across the World Wide Web. So, such as like Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Angie's List. I mean, you name it, there are thousands of different directories that you could be listed in. And you find out, let's say Georgia Roofing and Repair has 200 citations. You want to get at least 300 so you're outranking them every single month. Because you and I both know that if we click on this, we're going to find about 10 other pages of roofing companies that are doing the same thing in the same areas that you're wanting to do it. But nobody goes past page one for anything, right? So then you have this section down here. I don't really care about Yelp. But Mr. Roofer Atlanta seems to get a ton of business. So I went ahead and pulled their website up. This is what their site looks like. Again, it's not about what it looks like, it's about the information that's on it. So let's see. As you can see, they definitely have a little bit more content than you do, and a lot of the content is hidden. They have videos, which is good. Okay, so you could definitely outrank them if you have at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage. And the other thing that's powering up their website, something called a backlink. So this is a tool that I use called Ahrefs. It just lets me see the backend of a website and what's going on with it. The first thing you see essentially is a UR, and that's a power flow from Google, and then the DR is a trust flow, and both of these numbers are increased by something called a backlink. And all a backlink simply is an endorsement from another website that has a clickable link on it. And when someone clicks on it, it passes over power and it passes over trust to your website. This is obviously clickable. I could go in here and see what's working for them and how it could work for you, but I want to get in front of these organic keywords because this is what's going to make the difference for your page getting the power and people finding you organically. So you see right here how it says Atlanta roofers. This is telling us that 3,000 people look for this keyword on a monthly basis. This company is in the number 6 position, and they get 222 calls per month just for this one keyword on that page, right? Then you have Roofer Atlanta, Georgia. They're in the number 2 position for this. 400 people look for this on a monthly basis, and out of those 400, they get 144 calls per month. For this one keyword. So the list goes on and on and on, right? And this is pretty much what separates them from a lot of people, is that they're hyper focused on specific keywords for specific pages. So this can be done for any area, but think about it. The more people that are able to find your website are going to turn into the more people that are going to be able to call you and more deals that you're going to be able to land, right? Let's say, for example, you wanted to do this for Marietta and you wonder, okay, well, how do I go ahead and I know you do want to do it for Marietta. So here's the strategy. It's the same exact thing, right? You got the Google guaranteed ads. How do you rank on this page? Look, Mr. Roofer Marietta is ranking here as well. Now, obviously, this is not the same as, look at the phone number, right? Let's go back. Let's go back. Mr. Roofer, different phone number. You see that? 6514 right here. 3354. But I can guarantee you they don't have all these different offices all over Georgia, right? But there's a strategy to it, and there's a way to get more Google business profiles. I could explain that to you on a later video or at a later time, but that there it is possible. That's what I want to show you. And the way that they're doing it, as far as at least ranking high level, this is their other page. So this is the page for Marietta, Georgia. And the way that they're doing this is they're doing the same thing they did for the home page, which was Atlanta, Georgia, this one right here, but they're doing it for this page, and they're sending backlinks to that page. You see how right here it says Marietta Best Roofers? This is a totally different page. Okay, where is this page, you ask? Let me show you. If you scroll down to the bottom of their homepage, they have all these different cities that they're catering to, right? But it's not just listed here. They're actually separate pages. Each one of them are a separate page. Okay, you see how they're all highlighted? So these are all back pages. Each one of these back pages are treated as your own business. So based on the location you want to be found in, you just do the same thing. They're being found for 53 keywords just for Marietta, Georgia. So that Marietta page, right? Marietta Roofer is on there. 150 people look for Marietta Roofer on a monthly basis, and they're getting 14 calls per month just from being in the number 5 position for that. Right? And then the list goes on. And once you add it all up, they're getting, just from this back page, they're getting a total of a minimum, right? A minimum of 77 calls a month just from the Marietta location. And then you have city by city by city by city. So the list goes on and on. The last thing I'm going to show you is your business in the same tool, the new roof. And this is very normal for a business that hasn't really been marketed yet. But again, you want to get in front of those keywords. You want to, oh, and this is what I wanted to show you too about the pictures. So these photos that you save, remember I said it's Google robots that are crawling these sites. You want to save this as those keywords that people are looking for, specifically for the location. So if this is going to cover Atlanta, if this is the Atlanta page, then this should say something along the lines of Atlanta roofers in the back end. That's it. Atlanta roofers, right? Because 3,000 people are looking for that. And the Google robot is going to read that, not necessarily look at the picture. So you want to get in front of those keywords, have these keywords integrated into your website, and you want to get some powerful backlinks that are powering up your website so that those keywords can be found and your website can be found for it. All right, Trey, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I tried to keep it under 5 minutes, but you have a pretty big company, and I wanted to make sure I touch all the levels. Give me a call. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Talk to you soon.